And Priyanka's quality is ease of being, and Krishnam's quality is happiness. And Janila?
Light.
Light.
Ah.
Mucha luz.
Mucha luz. Lucísima. Beautiful. Thank you. Nancy?
Peace.
Peace.
Which I don't mean to be repetitive if ease of being is peace, which is like it is, but it's what came through me. So being peace.
I am embracing, this is Kelly, by the way, appreciation. Appreciation.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then whoever else is listening, wherever you are, we're going to take a moment of silence for you to share, express it, share it. Ooh, somebody's beeping in. All right. All right, so let's move on with our agenda, knowing that these qualities are with us. So let's see. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about what's changing, what's happening with our program, and we're doing, Nancy, Priyanka, and I, and Krishnam too, we've talked a lot about what's included in our program. So when we first started, when we were the World Peace Caravan, we were we had a very regimented schedule. We had a very regimented program with reading and sharing. And in the last year or so, we've kind of just experimented with having the structure be more loose and fluid. And I think there's been some blessings in that. But what we're deciding is that we're going to come back to more of the structure and more accountability with what we're doing. So one of those elements is something that's actually very exciting. So I'm going to do a screen share so you guys can see this. Let me see. Bear with me. It's related to one of the required reading books that we have. And I'm going to do my screen share. Nancy, I need a little music from you. Good. I love it. It's the interim music. It's so important. Okay, so down at the bottom of our homepage, we have some books. And I believe they come in Spanish as well as English. So one of them is called A Fuller View. Do you guys see that on my page? Mm-hmm. So this book, and we've mentioned it before, but I'm going to reiterate. It's a series of essays based on thought leaders, contemporary thought leaders in the mind, body, spirit, sustainability movement, who have been inspired by Buckminster Fuller. So they take, and Buckminster Fuller has passed away not that long ago, probably, I don't know exactly, but probably 10, 15 years ago is when he passed away. But he is credited with being kind of the philosopher behind the United Nations Sustainable Goals. He believed that it's about everyone having enough to eat, everyone having their needs met, or it doesn't work for anyone. It's everyone or no one. And he had a very scientific way of being able to break down exactly how it's possible to feed everybody on the planet and to create a sustainable way for there to be enough for everyone. And the essays in this book, so Buckminster Fuller, his books, he's got a whole bunch of books. One of them, one of his most famous books is called Spaceship Earth. But he is famous for being very difficult to read. Very, like, he's so brilliant that it's almost like you can't understand him. So what's great is that these other brilliant people that have been inspired by him are writing about what they've learned from him. So it's much more easy to digest. It's much more palatable, accessible. So we are going to make this a required reading book. And the author of the book, Stephen Seiden, the guy that put the book together, the guy who was one of the proteges of Buckminster Fuller, is going to join us on one of our calls once we've read the book. So we'll get to actually talk to the author of the book. And I've got the chills, goosies. Oh. And we are going to do that with a few other books as well. So we're not just going to say, here, read this book and add something more to your plate because you don't have anything to do. We're going to make it so exciting. We're going to bring the author on so that you feel like you actually have to read the book so that you can have an intelligent conversation with the author. So Janila, Priyanka, Krishnam, how do you all feel about that as representatives of the rest of the group? Chime in.
I like it.
Hello?
Priyanka.
Hi. So
Hi.
it is like, I did not expect to do this live, so I hope you can hear me okay. Hello?
Hi, we can hear you a little.
We sort of
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was just a little difficult to hear your question. Do you mind repeating it?
Oh, it was just, how do you feel about that? About reading the book and then knowing that you're going to have the author to have a conversation with when you're done.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it's a great opportunity to do some, like, critical thinking. And I know that we talked today about, like, possibly spreading it out. So it wouldn't be, like, really conflicting with other academics or, like, other priorities. But I think that it's a great opportunity to critically think and try to connect it to your project and what you're passionate about.
Great. Great.
Kelly, I was speaking with Priyanka earlier about, and I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes.
I was speaking with her earlier about and asking her, because she's in school and everything, wanting to make sure that we are, aware and
yeah.
about,
Considerate.
what they can. That's the word.
Yes.
You be looking for it. And that's English.
Right. I know.
So she said if we gave 2 months for one book, with the idea that then regardless if they've got schoolwork, they can definitely get through it, and that's more than enough time. But 2 months. So I would like to declare today as like day one.
Yes.
Of those 2 months.
Excellent.
And 2 months, once we're done reading it, then we can set up that speaker.
Great. So the first Saturday, because this is the first Saturday in September, so we'll have all of September, all of October. So we're talking about November 4th.
It'll be, November 4th.
Okay, so that will be the due date.
Okay, due date. And with any luck, we hope that the speaker can be there on that date. And if not, they'll be there on the following one or something like that. But that's the goal, so that we can have a really good conversation about it. That'll be exciting.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So we'll that'll be in the notes that Nancy sends out that the conversation with Stephen Seiden. We'll confirm that with him Saturday, November 4th. And we'll confirm what the time will be. So, Janila, do you have any problem getting the book, or do you think you can get that on Kindle, Amazon?
I will see if I can get it here, because now I'm in another city in Manizales, and I mean that can be easier. And
Okay.
if not, we'll see how I can get it. And I'm excited also about it because the field review is also so holistic, and is some topic that we have also in La Vida Cocha, and is in my project too.
You might want to even invite your dad to read the book and join us, your mom and dad, to have that conversation. I think it would be, I just got the chills again, and it's really hot here. It's 85 degrees. It's going to be so hot today, and I've got the chills. So I think having your dad also come in and be a participant in that conversation would be great. It's very much about it's more the philosophy, not so much the science. This book, even though Buckminster Fuller had he was a scientist and a philosopher, but this is mostly the philosophy. I think they'll find it interesting. Okay. All right. So that's coming up. And then we're going to do this with some of our other books as well. I have a feeling we can get Stephen Pressfield, the one who wrote The War of Art, which, anyway, I'm excited. This is going to be part of what we're blending in some way our radio show, bringing in celebrity guests with just our group. And then maybe at that point, Nancy will have the technology to do a Facebook Live with Zoom.
That'd be
You
great.
and I are going to discuss that. Okay, that's for us to talk about. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
All right, so updates on our trip to India. I'm going to do a little screen share once again. Nancy, I need some music, please. Thank you. Keep going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Everybody sing. Everybody sing. Join in with Nancy. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Nancy.
It's a lot of pressure. Composing music, it's still kind of early for me. Okay.
Okay, so our service trip to India. We have a nice big donate button right on the top. So if you want it, so Priyanka, Nancy, everybody, if you can see that, I'm so happy about that donate button.
See it, it's nice and big. It's
Oy, 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 oy. If anybody wants to contribute anything towards this trip to help us eradicate hunger for 30,000 people, I mean, that's how many people we're going to be working with. So this is the area, Rajasthan. We have all the information here. We should have our dates more close to the top. So March 1st through 12th are our dates. And I think we're ready now to begin fundraising. And Priyanka sent us a fundraising letter. Did we ever send that out to everybody else? Do you know where we're at with that? I edited it.
Yeah, we haven't sent it out because we were waiting to hear. We had to put those dates into it.
Yes.
Now that we've got the dates, we can tweak that letter and we'll send it out. And that's going to be an assistance for anybody who wants to utilize it, or they may have their own way of fundraising.
But it's a good way to start it.
A tool.
So one of the things that we need to do, Nancy, you and I, is to at least get the main page up on either You Caring or on whatever fundraising page, so we can have a model page. But if you guys want to jump ahead, like Janila, Priyanka, Krishnam, Diana, I know Diana's really gung-ho about coming, and Katie and Larissa even expressed interest in going, and Leanne. You guys can create your own page based on this. You can take all of this information and basically plug it in. The only thing that's missing here is this. Sometimes when you do a crowdfunding, you offer a gift for people for different layers, different levels of donation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think Nancy and I should brainstorm a little bit about different gifts that we can give people. I mean, I always come up with stuff. I mean, I have products from my own books and meditations and things that I've created, but it might be really cool for you guys to also think, like, for example, Janila, one of the gifts could be for funding, and you can also think about this for your funding for the ECHO for Brazil, is you have so much to teach and you've got such a beautiful place. You could even offer like that somebody can come and stay at Viracocha for like a couple of days if they donate X to this cause. I mean, that's like, oh my God, that could be an amazing thing. Or less than that, they could get like a private, like a 1 hour with you where they get to follow you around on your property, where you get to show them, like, for example, all the flowers, all the things that you grow, and all the different, I don't know, some of the really cool things that you have going on at Viracocha.
Viracocha.
Viracocha. Did I say it right? Mm-hmm. Viracocha. It's in my soul. But okay, but you can start thinking about the things that would be valuable, so that people, of course, want to make a philanthropic donation, but it appeals to the part of them that's like, well, what's in it for me? You know, and if they can get something that's personal for them while they're making a donation, that's just the best thing. So that's something, Priyanka, Krishnam, Janila, let's just open it up. Do you have anything you want to contribute to the conversation about that? Anything that pops up? Or maybe we save this for another conversation. Priyanka, you're unmuted, by the way.
Yeah, no, sorry, I accidentally unmuted myself. But yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. All right. Something to think about. By the way, I'm muting you, Priyanka. If you want to unmute, go ahead at any time. But I think it's a really awesome spiritual practice what Priyanka and Krishna were doing, focusing on our call while having like a loud bus. It's like the metote. It's like having like all that stuff.
And I know she can hear me, so I'm just putting it out there that if there's something you want to say and you're struggling to communicate because it's so loud, you can type it in on the chat and we'll read it.
Yes,
So
very
it's
true.
an option. But I was also thinking about Janila, and you guys have such amazing food there. Just come and have a meal on the finca. You know what I mean? That could be like there's so many.
A dinner at the finca.
Or a tour with your dad. Oh my gosh, I got a tour with.
Oh my God, that's like the big bonus prize for somebody who wants to become our sponsor.
Yeah, there's so many things that, I mean, she's got just a wealth at her fingertips of things she can say. These are the gifts that I offer if you help me fundraise. So, yay, that's wonderful.
How do you feel about that, Janila? We're just talking about you in front of
your. All your gifts. How do you feel?
No, I'm still thinking about that, but the other is how to get the people there. I mean,
yeah, right. So that's where we can also help. I mean, some of it is just being on social media. We can help with that. I mean, we can't guarantee what's going to happen, but with our excitement, we can also spread the word. Nancy and I have a pretty good size list of people that we can reach out to. And if we focus, it's all about focus. And right now, so here's my challenge is, as our ChimeIn group, we want to focus on at least one trip per year. And we want to make that the focal point. And we've chosen it to be India. Last year it was Colombia, and we did Guatemala. But I know you've got the Echo coming up, and I want people to also go to that. But I know that funds are challenging. I want as many people to do both as possible. But because the Echo comes up soon, it comes up like a lot quicker. I mean, it comes up in the next 2 months. If you wanted to just focus on the Echo right now, 1 month, right, 1 month, then you could just forget about India right now and just focus on the Echo. And for anybody who is thinking about going to Brazil, you could just put India on the back burner until after the Echo. It always helps when it's just one thing at a time.
Yes.
Because I need to go, we're going to go to Guatemala again to initiate Project Bright Light. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do all three. So, but I want to help you get at least 1 or 2 representatives from ChimeIn to the Echo. But anyway, that's on my heart because I feel like it's a very, very important thing. I want to come. I just need to make a miracle happen. We just need más dinero. Más dinero, por favor. Okay. All right. So that's India. That's that. So let's see. Updates on ChimeIn.
That was supposed to be on the Project Bright Light.
Yeah. So with Project Bright Light, all that we know right now is that in December we're planning. We've had conversations with our ambassador of tourism, Mildred. She's no longer the ambassador. She's the former ambassador of tourism to Guatemala. Very connected to other South and Central American countries. There are other ambassadors too. She could be a really great resource. Anyway, she's helping to partner with us with ChimeIn to make sure that the funds that we raise go to where they're supposed to go and that the program is successful. So we're going to be going in December to make sure that all of that goes well. Okay, so that's Project Bright Light so far. And I know, Janila, on one of our last conversations, we talked about there being a sister program in Viracocha, somehow with Project Bright Light. We talked about there being, I feel like we should have a follow-up conversation, not necessarily on this call, but I loved some of the things that you brought forward about the programs that you're already doing, where you're donating the food and even books and you know, materials to children. So that would be good. Okay. So why don't since Priyanka is not on this call right now, we'll wait till if she's able to pop back on. Did she say she is going to?
You know, let me see if she's sent me any texts or anything.
I'm sorry, it's difficult to hear. She's going to call back later.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Later.
All right. So Janila, why don't we give you some space to talk about what's going on with the Echo and where you're at and what's on your heart and mind. And I love your shirt. What does it say? It says silence is better than what? Then what?
An old t-shirt. Basura.
Basura. Oh, that's great. I like it.
Okay, El Eco. I'm still in Manizales. I'm thinking I'm gonna be here for 3 weeks.
Okay.
3 more weeks. And I was going to meet with Andrea, but I couldn't yesterday, so I will see if next week can I find with her, and then we gonna talk about other steps. For now, the most important thing is the video, and that we really give it to many people to the fundraising.
So tell me more. I think I'm still not clear about what you do. You want anything from us for the video? Tell me what you want.
To share, actually, like we talk. So, in the last call that we had all together, next into we talk about to make a video, and that gives
to share it.
Yep.
To share it, so that leads to the fundraising.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Thank you.
And the other was so that many from ChimeIn join us too, because the idea from that is that we see each other, we create the next steps, so then open the door so that many youth can come in. I
think we're not clear about how much it would cost, where we would stay.
Everything is actually in our chat. So there is the Echo page. There is many other joins there. Rodrigo from Casa Jóvenes have all the information because he is from Brazil and he is making part of the organization too. And he has all the information, actually what you need. And the rest is on the page. So how much is the enter, and actually it includes also food and how you're gonna sleep.
So is there, just so that I can have it right in front of me, because there's been so many things. I want to try one thing I want to do, and I don't know if there's time to do this, but I know that regarding Buckminster Fuller, the book, there's a whole group of people that Dana's been creating an alliance with, a partnership with. He mentioned the One World game before, I think. Anyway, these guys really, I think, are going to be very interested in what you're doing and might want to bring that game to the Echo. So can you just do me a favor and put in one email everything I need to know, so I can send it to Dana so that he can send it to these people, and I want to do it right away. If you could do that, that would be great.
Okay, I will.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, keep going. You want to have people from ChimeIn, is it?
Yeah, and there I talked with the other youth ambassadors, and also some mentors, but they're busy. So at work or at school or university, whatever. So pre-inclusion, I can go. I asked Mariah can't go, and another that she was on the last call.
Leanne
can't go. So, I mean, for now, the only youth ambassador to you.
Ay.
I want to know actually who, because, I mean, after the video, muchos podemos ir o no ir.
Right. It's, I think, okay, so, I mean, I want to be open to the possibilities and yet not attach only because of, you know, so many resources and it's coming up so quick. So I think from my perspective, the best thing is when you send me everything, then I can see if we can rally Dana. And I need to know like exactly how much everything costs put together. That always makes it quicker to manifest. If we know we need $2,000 or $1,000 or $500, even better. I know it's not that expensive once we're there, and it's worth it. I mean, this would be such a powerful thing to do. Okay, so we'll just keep the conversation flowing and keep the energy on it, because you never know what could happen at the last minute.
Okay. And then with the video, so many people from Next Gen sent the videos. Also, I think Priyanka sent one. Everyone just need to find it and include it. So yes, there are many voices from the 3 groups. And then
do you want Nancy and I to make a video or just to send it out once you have it?
That's your option. If you want to make part of the video, that will be good too. So I can send you the information about that too. And
okay.
I can send you how the video is going now.
Okay.
Because they're still missing in many information, the last one that I got.
Okay.
And there was, so the information, what you need, how much does it cost, why it is important that we went there, what's going to happening there, and everything, and how much money we need to be all there.
Okay.
All there.
Great. And thank you for championing this. Thank you for being like a champion, Janila.
Yeah.
Okay. And Arun, so when he finishes video, he will send it to many people, and they also want to send it to you because you have many other contacts that we know that can help us.
Yeah. Por cierto. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. That's a plan.
Yep. So here's, I know that Priyanka and Krishnam aren't here, but I'll just share a little bit about what they are going to be going to the UN, the United Nations, and they're going to represent ChimeIn at the UN. And there'll be multiple speakers about the future of the sustainable goals. They're talking about 2021. They're like going into the future, envisioning what things will be and what new things. There's some really great speakers, and I'm excited they're going to be going to represent us at the UN. So one thing that's really cool is, and I want to just tell you about this, Janila, because they founded the event and they did the research, and then they came and asked us, can we represent ChimeIn at this place? And it's like, oh my God, that's so great. And so we are supporting them by paying the entrance fee, and we don't have to go, but sometimes there's things that you might be able to do if you hear about an event that's really important that you would like to go to, that you would like to go to for yourself, but also you think it would be good information for ChimeIn that you could report back, then that's something that you could do, that you could use us, connect with us, so we can support you with that. And so that's an example. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay, good. So we were going to have a speaker today. She's not able to come today, but hopefully she'll be able to come in a couple of weeks. We hoped that we would have Naomi today. That's why we moved our call earlier. I don't know if it's going to work, so we'll figure out. I think we're going to move our call back to 2 Pacific. What is that, 5 for you guys, Nancy?
That's 5 for me, and let's see what it is for Daniela right now. What time?
We'll work on 4 o'clock for her. Okay, so we'll work on that. But for now, I think that's good. Janila, but you know, maybe what we can do in a few minutes that we've got you, because we wanted to talk to you about this anyway. You represent, even though I know you don't call it sustainability anymore, you're calling it regeneration, right? Or renovation. Still, the United Nations calls them the Sustainable Development Goals. And from our perspective, I'm gonna do a screen share. One more time. Let's see. Okay. So, Janila, if maybe you can follow along. I'm going to go up to the top so you can see what I'm looking at. Under the Programs tab, do you see the Programs and Sessions?
Mm-hmm.
If you scroll down, let's see, weekly program calls, our program curriculum. So here, and this might need a couple of updates, but we're going to refer back to this curriculum. If you get a chance, click here on the overview to read the overview about what we're up to. But then later, I want you to look at, let's see, what goal? Let me see. I don't know which one is yours. So I'm just going to open this up. So in this overview is what we're going to be coming back to. So read the mission, the who we are, blah, 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 blah. Here we go, Sustainable Development Goals. So there's 17 of them, but we're just focusing on 6. And the goal that you represent is what we're calling number 4, the ensure environmental sustainability. Does that make sense?
2?
And 2?
No, I mean, también, because it's a bit of all. When you talk about holistic ecology is all, and its education is also being healthy, and yes, it have a lot to do with environment.
Well, see, already you're teaching something. I mean, I believe that it is that every one of the goals, if you achieve one of them, in some way you achieve all of them. Or if you don't achieve all of them, you can't achieve one of them. But in terms of this program, just to represent the information, these are some of the things that we would ask of you, is to learn at least about what the United Nations means by the sustainable goals. And by, let me see if I can, core premise. I'm gonna send you the information that I want you to look at and explore, so that in your own way, you don't have to read it like it's a textbook. Sorry, I'm scrolling fast. I'm just trying to find what I'm looking for. No, all right, scratch that. All right, I'm unsharing. I'm gonna send you the parts of the curriculum that I want you to look at especially. You can look at the whole thing if you want to, but that's a lot. But if you want to just look at one part, I'd like you to look at it and then give us a report on your feedback, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, what parts you resonate with, maybe what parts you would do something different with, so that you, as a youth ambassador, you represent not only Colombia, you represent not only the youth, you represent not only ChimeIn, but you also represent the United Nations Sustainable Goal about sustainability. So that you become somebody that if you had to go to the UN, which I hope you do one day soon, you could speak a language that everyone will understand in an intelligent way. And one way to practice that is with us. You learn about it, do a report, and then we're going to feature you. We're going to do this for everyone. We're going to pick one month that you are the star, la estrella de todos. So for that one month, it will be the Yanila month. And in that month, you will especially teach us about your goal, what you're working on, and the ECHO and all the projects that you're working on. You're going to teach us about Colombia. You'll teach us about sustainability, regeneration, and about that goal. So we'll lay it out so that it's clear. But I just wanted to give you an overview of what's going to be coming up. How does that feel?
Bien.
All right, there you go. So then Should we tell her the other thing about Deanna or not yet?
Oh,
If it's me to be in contact with Diana and say that what's happening on the calls, I already write her. I just need an answer from her. But
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. And that just helps us tremendously because, you know, even though she speaks really great English, she still would probably love to hear it in Spanish.
Right.
So you can provide her with that. And that's just so nice.
Great.
So appreciate that.
Okay, so
We've asked a lot of Janila. We should let her go.
I know. I think that's it. Do you have any questions or any last thoughts for today?
I'm still thinking all the time about the echo because it's really soon. And I think I sent you now the information about everything I know from the echo and put you also in contact with Rodrigo. So all the questions that you have, you can write him, he will answer. And if you see that you can go or send someone else, it will be great. If not, I will really like to know until which point I can get and say there, because it's also to join us with other groups or to see which steps we are gonna make together. And I don't know how much liberty I have on this side, that kind of things.
You have all the liberty. You are la mujer de la libertad.
Okay, but also on the point that how many youth then we can be with.
Thank you. I think that's very important, and we'll make sure that no matter what level we can participate, you feel really, by the time Echo comes, you feel 100% happy and confident and ready to go.
Okay, good.
Okay, and we won't let you go until you feel 100%.
Bien.
Okay, so let's just keep this conversation. You're going to send us some stuff, and we'll just stay in the dialogue. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, great call. All right, so point at yourself. Oh, wait, we need music.
We don't have music this week.
What if I have music?
Do you have music?
Oh, I'm going to find the music. Hold on. Hang on. Am I still on is it still a sharing screen?
No.
Okay. Let me see. YouTube. I don't need my YouTube channel. Let me see. Luminaries. Oh. I love this song. Okay, here we go.
Got a song.
I got a song. Let me get it up. Hang on.
This is your first time, Kelly.
I know. I'm so excited.
So proud of you.
Thank you. Oops. Uh-oh. What just happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but all we see is a frozen picture of your hair. Oh.
Okay.
Is this what it's called?
Why is it doing that? No.
Oh, skip that ad.
Skip ad. Can you guys hear?
Nope.
No.
You can't hear?
Mm-hmm.
You can't hear it?
No, we can see it.
But you can't hear it. No. All right, hang on. Come on, man.
If you want to, if you just want to play the audio into your, and put it up to the microphone, that's what I usually do. And then I put the link in the notes so people can watch the video later.
Okay. All right, wait, tell me now. Can you hear this now? Can you guys hear? No?
No.
All right, so let me see.
Maybe you could sing it to us.
Can you see the video? All right, let me see. How about this?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Stop a car,
Is this the one? No, I'm going to do a different one, even though that's a really good one.
I just wrote that down. We'll just scratch that out. Music Minute, Kelly.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, I love this song. Can you guys hear?
Yeah.
And can you see? Can you guys see the video?
No, that's okay.
Shalom, salam, worldwide. I say peace when I jump on the beat. I say peace when I'm walking the street.
Peace. That's my song. And that's my thing I brought.
When I need a release. I say peace when I'm
Can you hear it?
I say peace.
Yes.
When I'm taking you deep. I say peace because I know I'm complete. I say peace. I say peace. P is for the people, E is for the essence, A is for the answers that we get from God's questions, C is for the conscious, E is for the earth. So everybody gotta stand up and find their work. A war divided, what I'm part of this is violence. Gotta get through the shame and the silence so we can be united. Only the righteous will overcome and become enlightened. Living your life, loving yourself, so love the light in. One love, one blood, and one heart. One people, one world, and one God. We gotta come together, united for one cause. Put your hands up in the air for peace. One love, one blood, and one heart. One people, one world, and one God. We gotta come together, united for one cause. Put your hands up in the air for peace.
Peace worldwide starts from inside. Peace,
Find a better way that we can live.
peace worldwide starts from inside.
Go ahead, let your mind, body, soul be free. Peace worldwide starts from inside. The answer and solution always starts with me. Peace worldwide starts from inside. You wanna save the world, be the change you wanna see. I got a piece of mind, I got a piece of paper. About to make a perfect rhyme that the world will savor. Counting stars days past 2011 to 2012 infinity 777. I hope we make it to heaven on earth to see our brethren come back. Resurrected, Bob Marley the legend. It's one love, and me and my people are all connected for world peace. We gotta have a common collective. Martin taught us the lessons of how we should be respected, and God, he truly embodied the nonviolent perspective. Global community, unity, maybe you and me can sit down, build up our love, because it's what we need. Let's get the farming and feeding the people starving across the whole planet. What's going on is alarming. Sustainable living, we don't need the provisions. We can grow and begin to eat it. That's the word I envision. On a mission to spread peace all around the world like Chase. Paint a face, make a beautiful mural. Africa needs peace. Europe and South America, Asia, and Australia. Do you believe in miracles? It can happen if everybody would tap into all the love in the hearts and everyone started laughing. Time for action, no time to explain. It takes 6 billion willing people to change. Now imagine if the words of John Lennon would come alive and everybody in the world started to unite. Realize it ain't far-fetched, we can do it. Come together for a cause with the music. Use it, take time and pursue it. Dreams and aspirations are all up to you.
All right.
Because everybody in the world wanna get free.
I just want to end it with the little hook.
One love, one blood, and one heart. One people, one world, and one God. We gotta come together, united for one cause. Put your hands up in the air for peace. One love, one blood, and one heart. One people, one world, and one God. We gotta come together, united for one cause. Put your hands up in the air for peace.
Peace worldwide starts from inside.
Gotta find a better way that we can live.
Peace worldwide starts from inside.
Go ahead, let your mind, body, soul be free. Peace worldwide starts from inside. The answer and solution always starts with
Woo! All right. That's my song. Peace.
Woo-hoo! Good song, Kel. Very good. Very good. You're very good at this Music Minute thing.
Thank you, Nancy. Is there hope for me?
There's total hope for you.
There's
I
hope.
like that you brought it, man. You brought it.
Awesome. All right, you guys point at yourself and say, I am the change.
I am the change.
While the music's going at the same time, I am the change. You are the change. Point at your somebody else.
You are the
All around, peace worldwide starts from inside. We are all the change.
change.
We are all the change.
Go be the change.
Go be the
All right. Have a great day.
change.
Bye.
Lindo dia, ciao.
Bye.